Hey, Wanji, are you a fan of horse racing, first of all?
I'm a fan of horses for sure, so I've watched it all.
Yeah, but you must admit, really spectacular sport in my eyes.
Absolutely. I mean, those creatures are just so elegant, so beautiful, so magnetic, and so full of electricity. It's really interesting to watch them.
Yes, it is.
And speaking of watching them, Sports Central actually got the pleasure to hang out with some of the trainers from the Almasi Racing Team so that we could find out what it means to mold these beautiful creatures.
Training horses for racing is challenging because there are no academies for racing, but Mutua was lucky to interact with some experienced trainers across the globe to get his rare skill.
Kwa majina naitwa Almasi Mutua. Nilianza kama kulan, nikalani from 1993 up to 2000. Then 2000 nikaanza tena kucompete, show jumping and dressage. Then from there nikakuja sasa nikakuwa trainer hapa, nikaanza kutrain. Training ya farasi kwa sababu hakuna academy ya trainer. Unajua kuna academy ya jockeys kufundishwa kuride farasi na nini na nini, lakini hakuna academy ya kufundisha trainer in the world, katika duniani. So una learn from the best. So nimeweza kutembea nchi kadhaa nikifundishwa, nikikaa nao ma trainer wale wakubwa kama South Africa, Decock, Sean Terry, Kevin Scott and Dennis Weld. Zimbabwe nimeenda kwa Gokantes, nimeenda kwa mama mwingine tunamuita Goko, which alikuwa champion trainer in Zimbabwe for 13 years.
So what are the main requirements of racehorse training?
Kitu ya kwanza lazima ukuwe na work riders. Work riders ndio wale watu wa muhimu sana katika hii industry ya farasi. Si jockey. Jockey ana ride farasi kwa tuseme even 50 seconds or 1 minute. So 99% ni trainer akuwa anajua hiyo farasi iko ready kukimbia hiyo race, kwa sababu jockey ni kukalia tu na kuidirect in 2 seconds or 1 minute. So most of the time you have to be very, lazima ukuwe na uhusiano mzuri na wafanyikazi wako.
There are 20 people behind us. Those 20 people make sure the horses are groomed, set up, well fed, and ready to run. All I do is that I'm told by my trainer, you're riding this, you're riding, for example, you're riding Hawker's Fury, you're riding their first song, and you're riding Hebrews. So I know I look at we have a blackboard. As we go back into the stable, you'll see, I see the horses that I'm riding, I get on the horses, and I do what I'm told. This is a racehorse. She's 4 years old. She's won a lot of sprint races, and we're preparing her to go onto track to train. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of activity. Horses, after they work on the gallops, they're taken to the boma, where they rest and chill the whole day. After that, they're brought in, and my trainer takes them out for a trot, make sure that they're not lame. Lameness is basically an injury to the leg. Maybe I rode in the morning, and by mistake we tripped, or I went into a hole, and the horse got sore in the day. So in the afternoon he'll be lame. So the next day I'm not going to ride the horse. The trainer is going to put the horse probably on ice and a painkiller. So Almasi is a group. We have a lot of teamwork.
How does a typical day look for a racehorse trainer?
Naamuka at 4, najiprepare, natoka 4:30, nafika hapa by 5. Nakuta assistant wangu ameshalisha farasi, hiyo ni breakfast asubuhi. So tunatak, hiyo ni round ya kwanza. So tunatoka nao, tunafanya, sasa hiyo ni 5:20. So tunatoka, tunafanya kazi. So ikitoka 4:45, hiyo ndio lot ile kubwa iko na farasi karibu 17. So tunamaliza hiyo, tunaenda ya 4. So ya 4 ni ile imetoka saa hizi venye mumeona. So hiyo inakuja tuseme before 8 naye tunamaliza hiyo, tunapea tena breakfast, lunch. So zikikula lunch zinapumzika mpaka saa 8. Saa 8 ni saa ya kutoa nje, walk and then grazing. Then from there tunakuja tunaenda around, tunaangalia kama kuna injuries fulani, tunaweka barafu. Kutoka hapo tunapea dinner and then watu wanaenda nyumbani.
If I'm riding a 2400 meter race, that's a 2.4 kilometer race. That's a long race. My trainer would probably tell me, Mark, sit behind. Let them set the pace for you. Sit behind up to maybe the 1400 meter mark, and then start coming in. Yeah. When I say start coming in, start overtaking and preparing for the last 400 meters. Because in a race, what matters is from 400 meters to the finish. The motive between me and my trainer is right. He believes I can win, he's believed in me, and I believe my horses can win. I train my horses, he trains me, and we win.
Well, unfortunately, we are at that point where we have to say kwaheri. But before we do so, don't forget, you don't have to wait till next week to catch up with Sports Central. You can go ahead and subscribe on our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit those like and follow buttons on social media.
That's very right indeed. Well, a massive shout out to Benjamin Kita, who said that last week's American football segment actually reminded him of a big Sean jam. You know which one I'm talking about?
We can't say that.
I'm not going to say those words. I'm not going to say those words on air.
Well, still on the NFL though, we've got Kiprop. You're saying you'd love to know which team Wanjiro supports and why. So how about you fill us in?
All right, that's a good one. I'm actually Team Jets all the way. And because it's just like a tradition that's been in the family, my dad is so crazy about the Jets, and we haven't won in forever, but he truly believes that when we come back, it's going to be with a vengeance. So even though the Giants are technically the ones that usually win out more, J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets.
It's kind of like Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
I'll leave that.
Well, that seems to be all for this evening. It's time for us to conclude. But before we go anywhere, our internet find of the day is actually a very talented golfer. Until then, keep it Sports Central.